Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank everybody who have subscribed to my channel. Thank you so much. Thank you for your support. Appreciate you guys. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe to my channel. It's free. Leave a comment. Requested video. People have been commenting on my previous turban hat, the one I DIY that. Do another video on turban hats. Can you share more ideas of turban hats? And here I come today with this turban hat. This is a 2-strand turban hat. So I'm gonna show you. We're gonna DIY this today. So you guys get ready. So let's start with this DIY turban hat. Thanks everybody who has been commenting on my video, who is showing me love. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys. You guys let me know that you really enjoy what I'm doing, and I'm ready to share my knowledge with you guys. Thank you so much. Please subscribe to my channel, leave a comment, share my video with family and friends. Let's get started with this DIY turban hat. To DIY your turban hat, you're going to need your velvet, your scissors, your tape rule, your pin. So the material fabric I'm using is velvet, is cream color of velvet, and it's not up to 1 meter. This is just 30 inch. So we're going to use the stretchy part. The length is 60 and the wide is 30 inch. It's not up to 1 yard and it's not up to 1 meter. So I fold it over. As you can know, we are using our stretchy part because the stretchy part is going to go on the head. So I measure 12 inch there, 12 inch wide and 12 inch length. So that's why I measure there, 12 inch wide, 12 inch length. Fold it into 2. That's going to give you 24. So I use my pen to mark it out, then I cut it out. I'm going to keep that one aside. And the second one, the one I'm folding now, is the leftover of the one I just cut now. Then I fold that into 2 as well, and I measure 6 inch. So that's the one we are going to use to create our band. 6 inch length and 15 inch 6 inch wide and 15 inch length. That's what I'm measuring there. Then I'm going to cut that one out as well. I'll cut it out just like that. So after cutting that one out, and I'm going to divide that into 2 as well. So that's going to give you 2 6 inch because that's the band. So I'll cut that one out. That's it. And that's what we're going to create there. You fold them together separate and you lay them on top of each other. I measure 2 inch there, 2 inch. Then I stand it like triangle, just like that. Yeah. Then I cut it out with my scissors, and that's it, guys. Yeah, that's what we are trying to create there, the band. Yeah. So I'm going to set that aside. I'll set that aside. Yeah, that's it, guys. So the next, the remaining fabric, I just fold it into 2. You can see one is longer than the other one, so it doesn't matter because it's just a strand. So I'm just going to cut it into 2 like that. Yeah, I'm going to make sure everything lays together. So you can see that part is longer than the other side, but it doesn't matter though. It's just a strand. So you don't need to like worry about that. You don't need to make sure they are the same length. I just like cut that one into 2. Yeah, that's it. I cut it into 2. That's the leftover. Don't forget that the material I use is not up to 1 yard. You can use 1 yard. You can use 1 meter. So you're going to have a longer strand. So it doesn't matter. So at the end of the day, you're going to come up with, at the end of your cutting, you're going to come up with 5 piece of fabric. So I'm on my sewing machine now, ready to sew it. So the first thing I'm going to sew is the band. So I'm going to lay the band on top of each other the way I show you when I was cutting it, and I use my pin to pin it down. I'll use my pin to pin it down so that when you're sewing, you don't want it to move. So you use your pin to pin it down. You lay it on top of each other. Yeah, like the way I show you when I was cutting it. So the next thing, I'm going to put it on my sewing machine, yeah, and sew it round. So I'll go ahead and sew it. So after sewing it, I'll show you guys how it comes out, what I've come up with, and that's it, guys. I've sew it down I've sew it down, and that's it. That's what I've come up with, because that's the middle. So the next thing I'm going to do, I'll fold it into two like that. So you want to know notch the middle part, so that you know where your middle is. And I'm going to take my scissors to just notch it. Don't get to where you sew, just a bit pinch there. And I'm going to do the same thing with the one I cut, the 12" by 12" that I cut. I did the same thing to create my middle, because that's going to be the cap. So I'll place them on top of each other where I mark. Both of them has to be at the same place, because that's your middle part. So I'll use my pin to secure it before I put it on my sewing machine. I'll make sure I use the pin to secure it round. Then I'll put it on my sewing machine. Yeah, and so I fold it back into two. I fold it into two, and I put it on my sewing machine. Just ½ inch sewing. You sew it out ½ inch, then you just sew it down like that. Put it on your sewing machine. Backstitch, yeah, backstitch sewing. So what I do there is that I create a pleat there. You create a pleat there as much as you want. Yeah, create a pleat, but I do my pleat, I don't do it too tight, because when you have your hair done, you want your turban to be able to go on your hair, to be able to like go in properly, because you know we yeah, there you go. You put your pleat, and that's what I have come up with, yeah, with the pleat. So the next thing, I'm going to turn it out, then I'm going to set that one aside. So that's it. It's coming up together. And the next thing, the one with the remaining fabric, the strand. So the two strand, what I did there is that I'm going to join them together in the middle. I'll join them, put them in my sewing machine, join them together. You can see one is longer than the other, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be the same length. So, and I put that one into my sewing machine, and that one I'm going to sew it down, which I've did now. I've sew it down. So the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to start from the end of my fabric, yeah, that's it. I fold it into two, yeah, and I'm going to sew it, and I sew it like that. When I get to the end of it, I push my sewing machine up, and I turn the fabric, and I place my sewing machine down again, and I continue sewing, because that place is like a square, so you have to like raise your sewing machine up so that it's going to be easy for you. Then I've done that. So when I get to the end where I joined in the middle, I leave like 1" and I backstitch. Then I'm going to start from the other end as well. So I stop there. You can see I backstitch. I stop there to secure my sewing. So the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to start from the other end as well. Start from the other end. So I'm going to do the same thing that I did. Put it on your sewing machine, sew it, raise your sewing machine up, backstitch, raise it down again, continue sewing. And I'm going to do the same. I'm going to leave another 1" there, secure it, because from there I'm going to bring out, turn my strand out to the right side. So I did that. So after doing that, so I'm going to go back and pull it out. That's it. You turn it out to the right side, because before we sew from the wrong side, so it's on the right side now. So the next thing you're going to do, the place that you leave to bring out your turban, to bring out your strand. So I'm going to sew that one down. I sew it down, and the next thing I'm going to do now, as you can see, that's the side that I sew. So the side I sew, I try to like put it at the side, because I don't want it to be on the edge, because when you put on your turban hat, it's going to show. So the side I sew, I put it in the middle, then I use it to face my hat, just like that, the way I'm doing it now. That's how you're going to do it, because you don't want it to show. So by the time you wrap your turban hat, it's going to be inside, not outside. People, it's not going to show the sewing. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to go ahead and put that on my sewing machine and sew it down like that. But when I'm sewing, I'm going to create a pleat. I'm going to create a pleat there. Yeah, that's it. I'm gonna sew it down like that there. That's how I'm gonna sew it down. That is how I'm gonna sew it down. So that's what you want. And all that place, there is no joining. The joining is inside. So place your main hat and your strand, and just place it on your sewing machine. Don't forget to backstitch when you're sewing. Backstitch to secure your sewing. Then I go ahead and sew it. Then I create a pleat there on the strand. I use the strand to create a pleat because that's how I want it. I create a pleat there, just 2 pleats, that's okay, or 1 pleat is fine. Just go ahead and sew that one down. When you sew it down, then we are done with our turban art. That's it. So guys, I decide to put a crystal stone. I decide to put salt and pepper to it. Don't mind me, that's me. I like being creative. You can do whatever you want, just be creative, just do whatever suits you. You can leave it plain, but I'm just using that one just to beautify it. So I just create that stone. I get that stone. I'm going to use my glue E6000 to glue it down. So I just like create like a flower shape there. So I use the stone to just create that. Then I go ahead and glue it down, guys. That's it. And that's it. That's all I've done. Yeah, that's just the finishing look. And thank everyone for watching my video today. That's the finishing look. You can see, guys, it comes out so beautiful. Thanks for watching my video. Thank you all for watching my video. Catch you up in my next video. Bye.